What is up, ladies and gents? In today's video, we're going to be talking all about Jasmy. I'll be talking about where I think the price is going to go in the near future, so in the coming days and weeks, as well as my longer term 2025 price prediction for how high I think the price on Jasmy can go. Of course, I'm still long-term bullish here on Jasmy, despite this bearish action that we've seen over the past few weeks here on the price. Of course, it's been a painful trip for a lot of cryptos, not just Jasmy. So I'll be diving into all of that here on this video, just discussing recent events and why I still think I'm bullish here on Jasmy. So be sure to stay tuned for all of that. Of course, if you're a new viewer, then welcome to this channel. If you do like videos like this, then be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. If you're a returning viewer, then welcome back to this channel. Sorry there hasn't been any Jasmy videos for a little while, but we're back here now and I think you'll like what I have to say. Of course, on top of that as well, if you are looking for a place to buy and trade Jasmy, you guys know what to do. Click in the link in the description down below. All new users who sign up get $20 free when they open their account. So if you want to support the channel and you want some free money, click in the link in the description down below. Of course, let's just dive straight into this video as well, because there's a lot to unwrap here on Jasmy. Of course, at this very point in time, in the shorter term, we are seeing something like this potentially on Jasmy, where we've got this resistance going across now. This has been our resistance for the past month and a half here on Jasmy. And for a support, I do think we've been following something that looks a little bit like this. It's not perfect by any means, but it generally shows a pattern here where we are seeing some sort of falling wedge here on Jasmy. Now, as you can see, the price is kind of broken down a little bit below on the 1-day chart, but we have recovered quite a bit. So I'd like to see how the day closes before kind of confirming or negating this. But anyway, I'll just show it for reference sake, because it has been a pattern that I've been monitoring over the past few days. So in the shorter term, this falling wedge could have a possible price target here if it does successfully break out of a lofty 84%. So if we do break out to the upside here on Jasmy, we could see this as a potential price target. Now, of course, where the price target is depends on where we break out. But the interesting thing is that this falling wedge does have a deadline, because as you can see, resistance and support close in on each other, and therefore we should expect a breakout if we do see this pattern in play by the latest of the 5th of February there. And of course, if we break out tomorrow, for example, we could see a price target of up to 6.7 cents all the way down to 5.3 cents at the end of that triangle there. So something that I have been monitoring. My conviction to this falling wedge is pretty decent. If we do see it, then I would like to see a few more tests of that resistance up here before finally breaking through. That would give me a lot more conviction. And of course, if we do see that momentum rising to the upside. Of course, if we do lose this support line here and prices remain below it by the end of today's close, so if we close today below 3 cents and we head down to 2.9, 2.8 cents here on Jasmy over the next few days, something like this, for example, then it invalidates my falling wedge structure that I have here. And some of the next supports that I'm looking for, if prices continue to fall, go along the 200-day moving average, a moving average that I do monitor here on Jasmy, and it's been well respected, as you can see throughout its history. It's been used as a support and a resistance in multiple places. For example, you can see the price interacting very well with it in lots of different ways, and so this could be a reasonable area where we'd expect the price, if it's going to dip, to find a nice sort of bottom in some way. Of course, what also supports the fact that 2.5 cents could be a bottom where the moving average is the fact that we've got this bullish trend line going up. If anyone tells you that they're bearish on Jasmy, then show them this long-term bullish trend line that we have going on in Jasmy since the end of 2023 there. It's only been up here for Jasmy compared to where it was back at the end of October of 2023, so just over a year ago. We're basically sitting at a 10x from that point. So in the long term, we are still extremely bullish here on Jasmy, and that is one of the reasons why I think we're going to continue being bullish. You know, the first movers in the bull run tend to be the ones that continue to dominate during the bull market, and that's really why I like Jasmy here right now. So as you can see, we've got a clear area of resistance. In fact, this is best shown by drawing some sort of rectangle. So we see this whole area here being an area where we've seen the price come down multiple times of support and resistance. So this is going to be a strong area of support in my opinion. We have the moving average going across in this area, and we've got this long-term bullish support here on Jasmy bringing the prices up. And so I think Jasmy at this point in time is quite close to its local bottom. I do think in Q1 of 2025 we're going to continue to see Jasmy rise up. There's plenty of other reasons why I think that as well. Let's just get rid of my annotations as of right now. And in the long term, this is why I'm still super bullish here on Jasmy. You can see that we've had this cup and handle pattern form throughout Jasmy's lifetime. Since the end of since the start of 2022 there, we've had this resistance. We've had this resistance at 4.7 cents, and we've had a 2-year long formation of this cup pattern here. If I draw this, you can see that this kind of forms a very nice rounded U-shaped cup there, and we basically got two peaks at exactly the same price point. And of course, after that peak was met at 4.7 cents, we had this consolidation pattern here on Jasmy that forms really well, a sort of handle pattern which also looked like a falling wedge here. We got a convincing breakout from this falling wedge handle from the cup and handle pattern, and after that, we saw a convincing breakout. So the price target from such a pattern is the very low of the price there to where the neckline was at 4.7 cents. We dragged the target to where we saw the breakout, and as you can see, the target sits at around the 33 cents level here on Jasmy. And that is, in my opinion, an extremely nice price target because it just about touches this line up here. This is a resistance. The previous high at the end of 2021 there, as you can see, reached the 33 cents level. So I do expect that to offer some resistance anyway. But the fact that the price target is just around this region gives me a lot of conviction that this could be a nice top for Jasmy going into the 2025 bull run. That where we are right now as well makes it a 1041% trade. So that's almost a 12x here on Jasmy from where the price is right now. And of course, nothing on the shorter term has invalidated this yet. The only thing that could invalidate it for me, in my opinion, is if we lose this long-term bullish trend line that I showed you a little bit before. Basically, something that I'm monitoring is this long-term trend line going in the upwards direction. If the prices do something like this, for example, where we continue to break down past this long-term trend line here, then I would not expect this cup and handle pattern to be in play. But the fact that we're still in a bullish trend here on Jasmy, the fact that we've seen this cup and handle pattern, this really convincing one as well, tells me that at some point in 2025, I do not know when in 2025, but at some point in 2025, we are going to see a price target of 33 cents. Of course, I have a lot of conviction in that as well for plenty of other reasons external of Jasmy, so just generally in crypto. Some of those being the fact that on the total crypto market cap, we also see a very convincing cup and handle pattern play out over the course of 3 years. So it almost copies Jasmy in that respect. It's been a similar amount of time that both cup and handle patterns have formed. So the fact that Jasmy is mirroring the total crypto market cap gives me even more conviction in my opinion. The price target from this cup and handle from the total crypto market cap sits at 8.8 trillion. So it also gives us a baseline for where we could see average cryptos reach, which is roughly a 2.5x from their prices now. So it provides a nice baseline goal, in my opinion, for Jasmy. On top of that as well, we're seeing Bitcoin dominance fall like a stone. Basically, as you can see from the end of 2022, the Bitcoin dominance has been rising in this bullish trend. But recently, we saw a trend break with the Bitcoin dominance breaking below this trend line. Now, at the moment, it's following this resistance here that's keeping this Bitcoin dominance in a bearish trend, and if it continues down this way, this should give us a beautiful altcoin season where cryptos like Jasmy can thrive. If I show you back in 2021, for example, we saw a massive drop in Bitcoin dominance here at the start of 2021, which coincided with a really nice altcoin season in crypto in general. So if the same thing happens here where we follow this green line downwards with Bitcoin dominance, then we should get a really nice alt season, and that should be really bullish for coins like Jasmy. So some of the reasons here why I'm bullish outside of Jasmy, of course, on Jasmy itself, we're seeing this cup and handle pattern. Price target sits at 33 cents there. On the shorter term, like I say, we could be seeing this pattern play out. It's a little bit uncertain at the moment because the price is just breaking below that support. If we stay like that for too long over the next few days, then this is invalidated. And I think our support will be roughly somewhere between 2.5 cents on the moving average, all the way down to this trend line here towards 2.2 cents. Of course, if we lose this trend line, then I'm no longer going to be bullish here on Jasmy. So this is kind of a make or break for me, this one going up. But for now, things looking very, very nice. I hope for more bullish price action in the future. It is quarter 1 at the end of the day, so this is a bullish time in general for crypto. So yeah, really excited to see what happens here in Jasmy. And I'm going to leave it at that, guys, because it's already been quite a mouthful in this video. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.